Good morning. What is up, my famous people of the internet? And by famous, some of you, I mean infamous, of course. I thought since yesterday's show went off so well, maybe I would try one more around this time and just kind of see what happens and see who joins and see if there's even a conversation to be had. Not sure. May take a while for some people to join in, may not, don't know. But I do actually have a topic for today. Hey Jordy, good morning Daniel. Mine Sub, how are you? Good to see you guys. And the topic for today is, what is the hardest part of living in Thailand? And I'm going to answer that for you. Daniel, I'm doing great, man. I really hope you are as well. Thanks for all your comments and support. I genuinely appreciate it. Hey Silver, good to see you. DJ, how you doing, my friend? Glad to see all you guys with me on this early morning for me. I know it's night over in the States. Hey Jim, what's up, buddy? Pamela, are you a full-time teacher? Handsome? If so, do you enjoy it? Yeah, I'm a full-time teacher. I don't know about handsome, but I'm a full-time teacher. And yes, I have actually come to enjoy my teaching job, believe it or not. I actually like the kids. I really like the people I work with. Hey Richard, thanks man. It was Pink Day. Every once in a while you got to do pink just to let them know, just to let them know. Pink just lets people know. It just does. I don't know what it lets them know, but it just lets them know. It is what it is. Sorry, getting notifications on my phone. So what's the hardest part of living in Thailand, guys? I'm gonna tell you in one sentence: the visa. That is the hardest part of living in Thailand. If you are, okay, so let's back up for a second. Change it up. That's right, Dan. You got to change it up every once in a while, man. White glasses, pink shirt, black pants. I'm not going to show you guys my pants. That would be kind of weird. But, hey, Mickey. Mikey, excuse me. Mikey, good to see you this morning, man. Silver says 6:52 p.m. Good. I called everybody early in the afternoon. Who is that down there? Straker. Evening, morning for you. Yes, sir. It is. Thanks for tuning in, man. Really appreciate it. So, if you're over 50, I did a video recently called The End of Income Affidavits for U.S. Citizens, and that also applies to UK citizens as well. Basically what that means is you're going to see a lot of people over 50 getting married because I'm certain that there are a lot of people here in the Kingdom of Thailand that simply cannot verify their income or have potentially falsified or misled documentation in the past to certify their income in a bank here. And it's kind of a big deal, which is why the U.S. Embassy and UK Embassy are stopping. DJ says, yes, visa runs are tough there. They are. They're getting even tougher. And he says, I am 62. Well, for you, if you've got the money, it's not that bad. If you can put, and somebody made a comment about me saying the rules had changed about the money you have to put in. That's such horseshit. I never said anything like that. The 65,000 baht is the same number you've always had to put in on a monthly income, or 800,000 baht needs to be in a Thai bank for 2 to 3 months. It's that simple. Well, what's changed is the income affidavit itself is now required, right? They are doing away with the income affidavit from your embassy. So that little seal of approval in the papers that you hand the embassy is no longer valid. It's not good as of January 1, 2019. Let's see, I missed a couple. Mark, good morning, sir. The hardest part of living in Thailand, not falling in love every day, visas, and the trip to the airport when you have to leave. You make some very good points there, Mark. That's for sure. Very, very good points, man. Silver says, just deposit 800,000 baht to a Thai bank. Good for you. Leave it there for a few months and you won't have anything to worry about. Richard says, ooh, Thai women will be happy to hear of the new visa requirements. I bet they will. Hey, Matthew, nice to see you, man. Hadn't seen you since the comment section or the last video. I can't remember. Thai-tastic, in here again. Good morning or afternoon to you, sir. I'm not sure if you're back in the UK or if you're in Thailand or was it Australia? No, it was the UK. I can't remember. But good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate you guys coming in. So if you're over 50, you're probably going to see people getting married because the income verification is different, right? You only have to have $400,000 or 400,000 baht in a Thai bank account for 2 to 3 months, and you only have to make 45,000 baht a month for 2 to 3 months. You only have to show proof of that. So that's why you'll probably see a lot of people over 50 starting to get married rather than having retirement visas. Jordy says, how's the Philippines with visa, thinking about staying a long time there? It's easy to stay there. You can stay there as long as you want. On a tourist visa, all you got to do every 3 years, you have to leave for 24 hours. That's it. Real simple. Mickey says, I only come for 28 days visit doing the K1. Doing the K1. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, so you got it going on good. Hey, George. Prep for it. Love your channel, Jeremy. I like that you just don't do walking on walking street videos. Yeah, we're going to do a few of those from time to time, you know, to keep it fun. But I believe in bringing you guys some information. We have some really important dialogue on here that I think brings value and adds value to the community as a whole. And that's exactly what it is. Jordy says, what exactly changed to the new visa? Nothing changed on the visa. What changed is the visa requirements. And the visa requirement used to be that you had to have an income affidavit from your embassy, stating that you made, if you wanted a retirement visa, 800,000 baht in a Thai bank for 2 to 3 months, or you made 65,000 baht a month for 2 to 3 months. Okay, you went to the embassy and you had that signed, notarized, and that was it, and the Thai consulate would accept that. Now the UK and US embassies are doing away with that. As of January 1, they will no longer offer those services, so you actually have to prove that you have that money in there by putting the money in a Thai bank account. Richard says, grab car question, when they change your credit card for the ride, will I get hit with out-of-country charges like charges incurred via ATM transactions? I have not, Richard. But I also use, I do it by the Baht, right? So, I try not to do the ATM thing because it just avoids any problems when I'm out of country. So I just pay by Baht I pay cash instead of a credit card. That's just me though. Daniel says, I gotta find out, as I'm from Australia, how long is the max visa I can get on a tourist visa if I ask for an extension visa. Yeah, I would imagine it's the same as the US and UK, but you may want to double check that just to be sure. You can probably get a 30-day exemption and then a 30-day extension on that exemption. You could also probably get a 90-day or a 60-day tourist visa with an extension in country, which will give you 90 days. And there may be a 180-day visa option for you. I know there is from people from Germany, but I don't know about Australia. I'm not sure. Matthew says, I'm 27. Jeremy, you're living my dream. I plan on taking my 401k and savings and retire in Thailand. How can I set up an account in Bangkok now and make wire transfers? You will need to contact a bank here in Thailand, Matthew. Unfortunately, I cannot answer that question with any definitives for you, simply because I haven't had to go through that process, so I don't know what it's like. My bank account was created through my job, so it was very simple. But there is a way, I'm sure, to do it. You will need to contact a national bank like Bangkok Bank or Bank of Thailand, something like that. Let's see. Yes, George, you did. Carmen Snell, hello, my friend. Hello and greetings all. Good morning or afternoon to you, sir. Danielson. Mark says, there are going to be a lot of very worried expats in Thailand who have been completely BS their income. Exactly. Which is why you're going to see a whole lot more marriage proposals. Because you're essentially cutting the income requirement almost in half. Tastastic says, I have a lot going on still, hoping to meet up face to face in either December or January. Man, just let me know when and I will be there. Richard says, is that your motorbike behind you with what looks? No, that's not my motorbike behind me. Jordy, why do you think visa rules so much easier in the Philippines versus Thailand? Stay 3 years with one visa is awesome. Yeah, it is, but you also don't, I don't want to get into that, because if I get into that, I'm going to have to say some derogatory things about the Philippines, and I don't want to do that. You don't see street beggars in Thailand. You don't see people that can't afford to live here, trying to live here. Rashard, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that super chat, man. At $4.99 says chicken screw roll me. I can guarantee you I'll have 2 on you today, my friend. So thank you very much for that. I much appreciate that super chat. And as you guys know, I always tell you, those things add up at the end of the month. So I very much appreciate it. Thailand's visa rules are stricter because they control immigration better, period. When you come to Thailand and you buy a SIM card for your cell phone, they scan your passport with that SIM card. They know who you are, where you are at all times. They keep up with you much better. Their infrastructure in terms of government, safety, and security is all centralized. So it's not like, it's very different from the Philippines. It's very different from the Philippines. Thailand has a good grasp on immigration and the importance of immigration. If the United States had the rules like Thailand has right now, there would be no immigration issue in the United States. I'll put it to you that way. Just to kind of help you sum that up a little bit, but I can't get into it too much here. You can private message me and I can tell you more, but I don't want to say anything derogatory about the Philippines because that's not my intention at all. Thanks again, Rashard. I appreciate that, man. Let's see. Silver says, how did your birthday evening end up? Great. I went home and went to bed and I edited a video. My birthday was actually awesome. I spent time with a good friend of mine and his wife, and you know, those guys are great to hang out with. They just are. Every time I'm around them, they're awesome. It was so much fun being around them and just hanging out with them. I mean, it was just great. It was a good time. We didn't do anything special. We didn't do anything crazy. Nobody got drunk or we didn't party or anything like that. But the view that we got to see and everything else, man, it was amazing. Let's see. Alonzo says, let's hear why Thailand is better than the Philippines. I believe I just answered that. For me personally, just the infrastructure itself makes me more comfortable in Thailand than the Philippines. Not saying Thailand is better than the Philippines. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the infrastructure in Thailand is better suited for me. Thailand, and this is a fact, not an opinion, Thailand is about a decade ahead in terms of infrastructure than the Philippines. That's pretty much a fact. You can look that up anywhere. And therefore, we have, reliable internet, good public transportation, better roads, and the list goes on. And I like those things better, just me personally. But not saying that the Philippines is not good enough to live in, because it certainly is. I was there for 9 months and enjoyed it. Let's see, Jordy says, good to hear valuable feedback from somebody who stayed in both countries. Thank you, Jordy. I try, man. Hey, Keith, what's up, man? First time live? Is it really your first time live? I'm glad you're here, nonetheless. So let's talk about Mickey. Thank you, Mikey. Mikey, why did I call you Mickey? Mikey, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that more than you know. More than you know. Those super chats, like I said, they add up, man. You guys give me the tools I need to continue on pressing down the path and being able to deliver the travel videos to you and bring things like this to you. I love it so much. So I appreciate the contributions, guys, because you are literally investing in the content of this channel is when you super chat or when you contribute through PayPal. That's what you're investing in. So you guys get a return on your investment, and I'm very happy to be the person that gives you that. Jordy says, my problem is love scuba diving, and Philippines has way more islands for this. I stayed in Phuket and always have to go by boat for 1 hour to somewhere, and that sucks. Hey man, I can't say I disagree with you. Can't say I disagree with you. Yeah, Mickey for the Mikey for, why did I say Mickey? Mikey for the thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Congrats on your Panthers win. Yes, sir. Cam getting it done. I've become a bit of a Panthers fan due to you. I hear you, man. Nothing wrong with being a Panthers fan. Me busy. I just told my 2 closest friends that I am selling it all and heading your way. They looked at me like I was nuts. Did you get the same reaction when you disclosed your plans to your loved ones? Yep, sure did. They all told me I was crazy. They told me I'd be back home in 3 months, and some of them told me I wouldn't make it 30 days and I'd be back home. And we are, let's see, July, August, September, October, November. We are, what's 12 and 4, 16. We're 16 months into that you'll be home in 90 days stuff. So didn't work out too well for the people that had it planned out. Carbon Snail, thank you, sir. That's coconut water right there. Coconut water, $2. I love me some coconut water, and I definitely appreciate it, my friend, very, very much. Thank you so much. Keith says, I'm glad you're having a ball there. I'll be back to Pattaya December the 8th through the 14th. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Got to catch up on your adventure. Absolutely, Keith. Be glad to do it, man. Carmen Snail says, it's common for people to island hop back and forth for the weekend visits to PI from Thailand. Is it affordable to do so? Sure, if you don't mind layovers. If you want to fly direct like Cebu Pacific, I think the ticket I got was like 300 bucks, almost 300 US dollars. So, you know, it is what it is on there. See you, George. Have a good one. Now, what about if you're under 50? Let's talk about your visa requirements there, because that's pretty important, right? Let's see, Civil Warrior says, Jeremy, would you ever consider going to Bali and do some vlog? Absolutely, absolutely. I have to get, so I need a computer, I need transportation. Those are the two major things that I need in Thailand right now. When I say transportation, I mean I need a motorbike like a PCX or an NMAX, possibly an Aerox 155. I need something that will allow me to put luggage racks on the back and travel. So I can travel at my own pace. I don't have to worry about these minivans or running somebody else's schedule. I could drive from where I live to Pattaya in an hour and a half on a bike. It takes me 3.5 hours to get there by minivan. So efficiency is huge, but if I don't get a new computer sometime soon, like real soon, then it's kind of not going to matter anyway. So computers are on my list, but after I get those two things, then yes, Thailand will likely be a home base for me, and then I will travel Vietnam, Bali, Malaysia, and I have a few other spots picked out as well. Let's go back here. Richard says, I can't speak for anyone else, but you inspire me to live out in Thailand full-time soon. We're going to talk about that when I see you, Richard. I got a couple things for you, man, and I really hope you like them, because I would love for you to come out here, man. You're a good dude, you really are, and I appreciate you very much. Big C, good morning. Can you give a shout for my football team who won last night, won their first game of the season? Huddersfield Town, absolutely. Shout out to Huddersfield Town. I have no idea where that's at, but congratulations. So you're under 50 and you want to stay long term in Thailand. The best way to do it is get a work permit. You have to have a non-B visa for that. You're going to need a job. Obviously. Richard says, have you priced out how much a new computer will cost? Yeah, it's going to be somewhere between $1,700 and $2,300 US dollars. And that's because I can't use a 8 gigabyte integrated graphics card i5 computer. It won't do what I need it to do, and I have to have something that has the capabilities of doing that. How much is a good computer over there? About the same as it is in America. Give or take a little. You know, prices change sometimes, depending on where it's imported from, or if you have a company that can build it here. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find companies that build them here, so what I would like to do is be able to buy it from America and then have somebody that's coming over here bring it with them. That would be awesome, but I don't know if I can do that or not. So the non-B visa is one way to get over here. You will apply for a job. That job will apply for your non-B visa for you, and then they will apply for your work permit for you. That'll give you a year or however long your contract is of stay in Thailand, but you're going to be working while you're here. Second option is a volunteer visa. You still need a work permit for volunteer visa. Hang on, let me stop for a second. Jordy says, I'm from Holland. Is it hard to get teaching visa? Any idea of other suits? The jobs? I have a master in finance. But if you have a master's degree, you're already set. You could probably teach at an international school. All you need is a teaching certificate like a TEFL. and you're set forever. As far as teaching goes, you could teach at an international school and make very similar pay as to what you would make teaching in a school in America. You would be set, Jordy, absolutely. Keith, what are you doing? Oh my God, I don't even know what to do with all that money, man. Like, thank you, bro. That's computer fund money right there, man. Seriously, that's computer fund money, and like, wow. Thanks, bro. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Man, you guys are so generous, just so generous. And with everything that's going on, you know, my biggest expense right now this month is going to be trademark and licensing, but I'll be done with it after this month. After that comes computer. And, you know, if you guys keep supporting the channel the way that you have and keep supporting me, I'm going to be able to get one of those in, you know, 60 to 90 days. So, or excuse me, 30 to 60 days. So, I mean, Keith, I don't know what to say other than thank you, man. Like, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much. Let's see, John H. For 4K video processing and just video editing in general, make sure it's at least the Intel i7 H50 16 gigabyte. 16 gigabytes RAM won't do it. I gotta have 32. 16 is not gonna do it. And an i7 8750H is, you know, it's okay, but really the i9 is where it's at. There's no use in me buying an i7 processor now and then having to upgrade again in a year, so I might as well go ahead and get the i9. I made this mistake last time, which is why I'm not going to make the mistake again. Even if it takes me an extra month of saving in order to get the computer, then that's what I'll do, because I'm going to have you guys back with me. I think, okay, sorry about that, guys. Let's see, let me go back up. But I'm going to have something with... I'm going to have something with the i9, 6 gigs of memory, separated card, not an integrated card. The hard drives are up for debate, but the i9 processor, the 32 gigabytes of RAM, I'd prefer to have 64, but 32 will do it. And a 6 gigabyte memory card is where it's at for sure. So I've got, let me go back up here and look for a second. Okay, there, let me find out where I was in the comment. A 4K video processor. I have a computer right now that has an i7, I believe it's the 9900 in it, right? 16 gigabytes of, it's not 2666, it's one step above that. It will not process 4K video. It'll process it, but it takes like hours and hours and hours. Keith says, dinner is on me, my friend. That's going to be one hell of a dinner. And trust me, brother, I'm using that money right there for computers, I can assure you, because that's what you need for sure. John says, a refurbished Dell XPS 15 is always good. Can be, as long as it meets the requirements, John. You're right. Okay, it can be. Richard says, hey, Keith, can I get a super chat too? Just kidding. That's funny. John says, XPS 15... 9570. I'll look that up, John. I'll definitely look that up for sure. Ty says, if you have any footage you need editing, hit me up. Happy to help. I certainly will. Ty, do you know of any places in Thailand that will finance computers? Do you know of any places that'll do that? That is a good question that I definitely need somebody to answer, because if I can find a place that'll finance it, being as I have a work permit and a non-B visa, you know, I can finance a new motorbike if I wanted to, but I would really like to finance a computer, because that's funny. I mean, that's not funny. That would be amazing. Me busy. Okay, so you get a work visa, say photography. You can't do photography here on a work visa. Excuse me. You cannot have a photography business here in your name as a with a work permit. You can still take pictures with a work permit, but you can't have the business in your name. How do you prove that you are working? Do they look at footage or the sales of it? That's you would be working for another company. That's the only way to do that. Richard says, Jeremy, I have a Commodore 64 from the 70s you can have. I don't think that'll help, but thanks, Richard. DJ says, yes, still here. James, hi, Jeremy. Carbon hi, lots of some vintage shit. Yeah, it is. Corwin the Buddhist, hi, love your channel, thanks so much for what you do. Thanks, man, I appreciate that, really appreciate that. Franz, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Ty says he has a contact in Tucum. Message me on Facebook Messenger with that contact, please, sir. Please, please. Corwin, thank you so much for your contribution, sir. I greatly, 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 greatly appreciate that. I'm telling you, you guys have no idea how far these contributions. I don't want to start. Okay, I'm still with you. I thought I was buffering. You guys have no idea how much this stuff adds up at the end of the month, and I just appreciate it so, so, so much. Alonzo says, you will go to Vietnam and Bali on your motorbike you will buy in Thailand. That's awesome. I will try, but if I don't, I will leave my motorbike at my home in Thailand, and I will rent a motorbike in Bali or Vietnam. So, but for Thailand, you got to understand, I've seen this much of Thailand. I've got to show you guys this much of Thailand. If I had transportation and a computer, right, then YouTube becomes my new full-time job. It's that simple, because I can live off of my ROI from America, plus what this channel makes in AdSense revenue is enough to get me by. I don't look to get rich, okay? So if I get those two things, then I'm bringing you islands, I'm bringing you northern Thailand, I'm bringing you southern Thailand, I'm bringing you everything, because this is all I'm gonna do for a living. That's it. And I'm gonna trademark my brand, and we're gonna sell some stuff through the trademark, and we're gonna have an awesome time doing it, and you guys are gonna get to see some stuff that'll blow your mind. It's that simple. Let's see. Ty says, I will FB message you. Yes, please do, sir. Please, please do. Keith, it says that you sent two $50 contributions. Please tell me that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. That can't be right. And if you did, you're an angel. That's all I can tell you. But even if you're not, you're still an angel for the 50. That's incredible. Fran says, Captain Clipboard, very hard to do Bali from Thailand on a motorbike. Yeah, I would imagine it would be. Alonzo says, man, I gotta visit you when I go in January. Please come visit me, Alonzo. I love it. James says, living the dream. I'm trying, man. Georgia says, can I meet you in Thailand? I don't have Facebook. Sure, but you're gonna have to find a way to contact me before you come, so that I can at least verify that you're a real person and not somebody that's out to get me. Forgive me, guys, but I have to do that. I have to, for my own safety. Fran says, I've done about 50% of Thailand on a motorbike and want to do it again. I'll be following Jeremy via motorbike. I'll be a shadow with our GoPros. I hear you, man. That would be absolutely awesome. I would love to do some things. I would love to be able to take you guys around Thailand, not just on the GoPro, but, you know, there's so many things I could do if I had the time. You have to understand that working 40 hours a week and then trying to put all this stuff together is time consuming. And if I didn't have the 40-hour-a-week job and could just do the YouTube thing, it's unlimited as to what I can bring you guys. Let's see what we got here. Jordy says, okay, Skype call. Yeah, sounds good, Jordy, no problem. Nelson says, I will find you. I bet you will, Nelson. I got a comment this morning. I don't ever read you guys the comments this morning, but I got a comment this morning from some dentures dude that said, that was his name, something Grandpa Dentures or something like that. We have found your location. We know where you live. We know who you work for. We're contacting your employer and we're coming to get you. Okay. Cookie Monster says, hey Jeremy. Hey Cookie Monster, thank you for dropping by. Fran says, I'm your cameraman, no charge, brother. I'm a sponsor. I hear you, man. I hear you, Fran. Me and you'll work something out one day for sure. No question about it. We'll definitely work something out. So, you want to get a volunteer visa, right? You get a work permit with that volunteer visa, and that still allows you to do things because they become more laxed on the work permit. Still allows you to do certain things that not everybody else can do. And the work permit is a good thing to get with the volunteer visa. The volunteer visa requires a couple days a week, sometimes a couple times a month, volunteer with an organization, and that can be a 6-month visa or a 1-year visa costing between 20 and 35,000 baht. Let's see, Richard says, you'll get there, Jeremy. Keep going, man. You'll get all you need soon. The travel unit family will take care of you. I believe it. I believe it, and I certainly hope so. And I know they will, Richard. I know you're right. Joshua Reese says, hey Jeremy, great videos. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm very glad you found some value in it, man. You like Sum. It's my favorite dish and fresh and spicy. If it's spicy, Jordy, I don't eat it, brother. Sorry. Wayne says, this is Wayne again. I want to say hi and hey, great job. I'm going to the Philippines in a couple years, but I'll probably visit Thailand one time or two and just wanted to like your channel. Thank you very much, Wayne. I appreciate that, man. Anything I can help you with, please let me know. John says, how did you travel from Pattaya and Chonburi? Minivan. Fran says, yes, that's it. I'll volunteer for you. Great idea. Volunteer visa good. Very smart man. Nelson says, Dale on Central Pattaya Road may finance you. There's something for me and you to do, Nelson, right there. Check that out. That would be freaking awesome. Prep for it. Hey, Jeremy, is gambling still illegal in Thailand? Yes, I heard some backpackers got in trouble for just playing cards. Yes, it is still illegal, my friend. Alonzo says, so you're not staying in Pattaya. How far from Pattaya are you and how often do you go to Pattaya? Kilometer-wise, I think I'm like 170 kilometers or something, or 150 or something like that. And I go to Pattaya. Right now I'm going every weekend because I have a place to stay right now for the month of November. After that, I would love to be able to travel to some different places, but again, got to get computer, got to get transportation. Those are the two main things, because when I get off work on Friday afternoon, you have to understand, I get off work at 4:30. Even if I have everything packed and ready to go, by the time I get home, get my stuff, get to the bus station, it's already 5:15. The bus for Bangkok or Pattaya doesn't leave until 5:20 or 5:30, and then it's a 2.5 to 5.5 hour if you're going to Bangkok sometimes ride. So my time is basically limited to a Saturday, and that's when I'm able to produce content for you guys, is on like Saturday and Sunday pretty much. So you know, that's why getting the computer and getting the transportation is of the two most important things I could possibly do, because if I can get rid or if I can go to a place where I don't have to have this full-time job and YouTube becomes my full-time job, then I can do anything. I can do almost anything. Let's see. James says Pattaya is not reality, it's a wonderland. I have to say I agree with it. I don't know about the wonderland part, but it's definitely, well, it can be wonderland. I would say that. Jordy says, what attracted you to Pattaya so much? I think those bar girls are boring. I got to delete your comment. Jordy said the BG word. Use BG next time. But it's only because of YouTube. It's not because anything. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just because of YouTube. So, first of all, Pattaya attracts me because it's the closest like vacation destination spot to me that I can reach within a reasonable amount of time. Secondly, it attracts me because people love videos on Pattaya. Third, it attracts me because I actually enjoy the place. I enjoy the food. I enjoy the people. I have friends there now that I go see. You know, there's a lot more to Pattaya than just the nightlife. I keep telling people that, and nobody believes me, but it's so true. Alright, let's go back up and see what I got here. Looks like you're living in the jungle. 18. Not living in the jungle. Tytastic said, I just sent you a PM on Facebook. Okay, cool, man. Pattaya is the reality you want it to be. Exactly, Tytastic, exactly. Carmen Snell says, Jeremy, are you there? Flights from Bangkok to Pattaya, and if so, how much are they? I would imagine they would be super cheap. Everything in this country, if you fly in country, is super cheap. Like, the most expensive flight I found has been $60 for some type of in-country flight. Most of them are around 30 bucks usually. Let's see. John H says Pattaya is more than 2 streets. I lived 8 months on the regular side past 3rd Bokau, and it's pretty normal people. You're right, John. I've been over on that side, and you're exactly right. Tony says, what are the top 2 countries that you would love to visit that you have not had the opportunity? South America and probably Vietnam. I'm very fascinated by the Vietnamese culture. Let's see. That was Tony's comment. Alonzo says Pattaya is heaven on earth at the end of the story. It can be. It can. As long as you have the right mindset, it certainly can be, Alonzo, for sure. Nelson says, message me when you get off live chat. Sure will, Nelson. Fran says ATM means at the moment. I'd have to go back up and read your other comment. I forgot what it says, Fran. I'm so sorry, man. Type it again. John H says exactly, Pattaya is more than a tourist zone. It really is. It really is. There's a lot of really cool stuff in Pattaya, guys. It really is. Hey, Monger. Good morning or afternoon. Wait, you're here in Pattaya. You're here in Thailand, right? I think you're here. But good to see you anyway, man. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. James says just catch a taxi from Bangkok to Pattaya. About 40 to 50 bucks. Sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Yeah, but that's 40 or 50 bucks, man. That's when you're a budget traveler like me. 40 or 50 bucks is a lot of money. I have caught grab cars and things like that, but you know they're 1,000 baht, 1,500 baht. I mean, do I really want to spend that on that, or do I want to spend that on vacation, or do I want to spend that on equipment? Do I want to spend that on a computer? You know, I have to prioritize these things, and it's very, very important. But you make a good point, James. Don't get me wrong. Your point is very valid. Prep for it says only a fool would say boring in regards to Pattaya. If you are a negative person, you will have a negative experience everywhere. That is a very, very true statement, Prep for it. I don't think there's anything boring about Pattaya, myself personally. I've never found it to be boring. There's always something to do. Jordy says, in my opinion, it is way harder to meet genuine normal girls. The girls you date also have prejudice about men that go there. That can be true. There are exceptions to that rule, but for the vast majority of people, I would have to say that you're right. You just have to be very, very, very careful. Fran says, Air Asia, Bangkok, Don Mueang to UTP, which is right, one of our... From center, not worth it. Just catch a private car, 1,100 baht, such as and transport services. Right, I understand that. It takes an hour. You're right. Yeah, James, you're right. From Bangkok to Pattaya is 130 baht on a bus. That's true. But I live south of Pattaya. I don't live in Bangkok, so catching the minivan for me here is only 100 baht to Pattaya. But here's the catch. They don't use the big road, they use circumvent. So by using circumvent, it takes them, they stop at every stop, and sometimes it takes 3.5 hours to get there, man. Really, seriously. Let's go back up here. Jeremy, how can you dress sharp like you do and not have a girlfriend? They must be chasing you around like a movie star. No, man, I try to stay away from women. I'm telling you, I had a horrible experience in the Philippines with 2 different girls that, you know, and one of them just tried to destroy me after it was over. And I'm not interested in girls right now. Well, I mean, I am interested in girls. Don't get me wrong. I'm not interested in having a relationship right now. I'm traveling. I'm trying to build a brand. I'm trying to build a company, and that's my focus. Yes, James, 130 from Victory Moment to Pattaya minibus. True. Chris, good morning. Hello, or good afternoon. Yeah, good morning. How are you, sir? Glad you dropped by, bro. Key says a lot of people want your job now. LOL. Pattaya outside. The locals. Glad you are gaining more understanding by living there. Yeah, I don't live in Pattaya, but by living outside of Pattaya, I can see things from an outside perspective, and it has really allowed me to see a lot of things differently, for sure. Hey, where's Linda? I don't know. She's probably sleeping. She wasn't here yesterday either. I talked to her yesterday for a little while. Ty-Tasty said, me busy, LOL. Jordy, you should make a video about what happened with your PI girls. It can be educational for all of us. Basically, I can just tell you right now, when you break up with a Filipino, you break up with their entire family, and you break up with any expats that are friends of hers that don't like you. And then she goes on YouTube and makes a video about you, trying to expose you and doxes you for every piece of personal information that you've ever shared with her. That's what happens. And then she laughs about it. And then some of the expats that don't like you have their Filipino national citizens, their girlfriends and wives, file completely false criminal allegations after you've already left the country, so that you will have a criminal record in the Philippines. That's what happens. And all of that is because you broke a Filipina's heart, because you didn't want to be with her anymore, because you moved to Thailand. That's it. That's what happens. Let me go back up here. Carmen Snell says, are a lot of girls from PI nutty? I'm not going to answer that. You see the expression on my face, right? Alonzo says, so if you go full-time on YouTube, you still have to do the visa runs and leave the country every 60 days. Depends on what kind of visa I get, Alonzo. If I get a volunteer visa, the answer is no, because I can just do 90-day check-ins. Or if I get an educational visa, the answer is no, I can just do 90-day check-ins. Jordy says, crazy. Yes, it is crazy. Hey, Soy Dog Cowboy. Yo, arriving next week for my usual 6 months. Cool, man. Hope you have a good time. Wonder, how are you, man? Good to see you dropping by. Also true about some of the nights there. So true. So true. So true. It's so true. It's just sad, really. Jordy says, is it not just bad luck with these two girls? Go date a couple Filipinas and see what happens, Jordy. It won't take you long to figure out, brother. Richard says, these Filipino girls sound like my first 2 wives. Well, I have to tell you something, man. It's like I said, you don't break up with the girl, you break up with the family, because even if you've had the best relationship ever with the girl and her family, when you break up with them, they hate you. Immediately, they hate you. Ty says, you still fighting case? P, legally, yes, but it's being fought through various means. And I can't press charges against the tourists in the Philippines. I'm working behind the scenes on several legal issues regarding what happened to me in the Philippines, and I'm just going to leave it at that, because I don't want to tip my hat anymore to any of these guys. I don't want them to know what's coming, but it's coming. James says, have you been to the temple where the view is overlooking Pattaya City? If so, what do you think? I have not been there yet, James. I think me and a friend are going to go, though, at some point, for sure. Me Busy says, how long do you have to stay out of the country on the volunteer or any visa for that matter? It depends on the visa. For the volunteer, volunteer is like a non-B. You can keep renewing. If you're gonna make a border run for a tourist visa, then there's really no set time. But you have to remember, it's the discretion of the Bureau of Immigration officer as to whether or not they let you back in. If they think that you're coming in, you're using tourist visas to work here, you can forget it. If you got too many tourist visa stamps in your passport already, you can forget it. You have to be very, very careful here, because they are very strict. Filipinas, pop, smoke, and ghosts. Yeah, I got to delete that because of the last word, Carmen Snail, but it's all right. YouTube thing, nothing against you, but I feel you on that for sure. No visa runs on the volunteer visa, no visa runs on the educational visa. Soy Dog Cowboy, aren't you teaching there now English? I am teaching English. I heard 2 visa runs max. Jordy, I've heard that too, from several attorneys here in Thailand. Bookham Dano has showed up. Hello Dano, good to see you, my friend, early this morning. And congrats on 65 people on the feed, man. This channel is growing. Do we have 65 people? What? We sure do. Wow. Hey, 65 of you. I don't think I've had 65 people watching for a while. Soy Dog Cowboy says, so you don't have a work visa? Yeah, I have a non-B visa, and then I have a work permit. Yes, I do. John H says, yes, you are correct. The last place I was at in Chiang Mai and almost got interrogated for having too many back-to-back visas. I already did 2 visa runs from Cambodia. Yeah, going into Cambodia is not, and doing a visa run, from what I hear, is not the smartest thing to do anyway, because I believe they only give 30 days in Cambodia, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I think that's what I've heard. Soy Dog Cowboy, so now you understand. Good. Stephen, hello from Calgary. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate everybody that's dropped by today. You guys have had some great comments. I'm glad I had a little bit of a topic to talk to you about. So just know that your volunteer visa and your educational visa can be 6 years or 1 month, and they're going to run you between 20 and 35,000 baht. Some of the more expensive visas, like the Muay Thai visa, is going to be like 65,000 baht. You can get a self-defense visa if you live, but only in Chiang Mai. You can get it for, I think, 35 or 40,000 baht. So you're talking about a little over $1,000 roughly to get that. And let's see, Richard says that pink shirt should be your lucky shirt. Now, I know, right? I was kind of feeling it this morning a little bit. I was like, yeah, kind of feeling the pink. Montreal, good morning. Good morning to you, sir. Glad you stopped by. Cambodia visa, 1 year, $320. You mean for Cambodia, DJ? I assume that's what you're talking about, right? I'm not sure that I would want to live in Cambodia. It's very third world-ish, or it seems that way to me anyway. Haven't been there, but I've seen the videos from there, so it seems that way. Benny says, are you willing to give the Philippines another shot despite your bad experience? Oh, of course, absolutely. But I don't want to go back and live in the Philippines ever. I have no desire to ever live there again. I would go back for the videography, photography aspect of it. After living in Thailand, living in the Philippines doesn't interest me anymore. DJ Raider says, yes, okay. John H, yes, they give 30 days and you extend at Jamtien immigration, so 60 days in total. I can go back now. But need to get a tourist visa from Kuala Lumpur as I'm in Malaysia right now. Yep, that sounds about right. That's what they told me. That sounds correct, John. James said, did you check the food court out at the bottom of Pattaya Festival Mall? Yes, I did, and it was awesome, by the way. Absolutely awesome. John, hello, John. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Got 72 people in the chat right now, and I'm so happy to have all of you here. We're talking about how to stay long-term in Thailand, and letting you guys talk about your ideas as to how to stay long-term. So I love it. I really love it. I'm glad that all of you are engaged in the conversation. That really makes me very happy. Sorry guys, got a lot of flies buzzing around me here. But as for me and what's coming up next, I'm going to try to do some shorter videos for you guys coming up this week. I'm going to try to do a 7:30 p.m. live stream tomorrow night, maybe. I said by 7:30, I mean Bangkok time. Soy Dog says, I'm sadly over 50, so I have an OA visa multi-entry. Well, that's a good thing, right? Yeah, that's a good thing. I made a video about how income affidavits were being no longer issued as of January 1st, 2019 for UK and American citizens, and I have a good feeling that there are going to be more countries to follow right behind that. So do you anticipate any problems with that, or are you all set, man? Just out of curiosity. Tony Rain says, JC, as a teacher, what is the most important message you would like to send to the youth of the world? That diversity in and of itself is not the key to success in life. The social fabric that diversity creates is the key to social success in life, or the key to success. What I mean by that is, if diversity was the key to life, you could take 4 white people, drop them in the middle of Saudi Arabia or Pakistan or Afghanistan and say, oh, we're diverse now. We have 4 white people. Yay, everything's good. That's not how it works. You take a multitude of cultures, you put them together, and through diversity in the people, you weave a social fabric, a new kind of social fabric. And that is where the strength comes in. That's what I try to tell all my students, that it is so important that you never, ever, ever, ever judge anybody that doesn't look like you just because they don't look like you. That's the biggest thing in the world that I could possibly say to anybody. Let's see, prep for it. Are you at the school right now? Don't get caught up in chat and be late for work. I'm not. I'm actually, this is like morning lunch break for me. I can take it anytime I want to, and I still got a few minutes. I'm good to go. Don't worry, guys. My supervisor knows when I do these things. He actually watches them sometimes. He loves my YouTube channel, so it's not a big deal at all. John Ross says, Jeremy, You didn't mention much about pollution in the field in Thailand. All taxis use LPG and 90% of big truck too. The pollution in the Philippines is horrible. Air quality is terrible, and it's better in Thailand, but it's still not good. Sky Trooper, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for your contribution. As I've said before, these contributions add up and go a long, long way, and you are really helping me achieve my goals so that I can bring you better content on this channel. That's what all this is about. I really appreciate it, guys. You have now officially invested in this channel, and I appreciate it, and you will receive the return on your investment. Me Busy says, an OA visa, what's that? I'll let my man explain that to you, because I don't have a retirement visa. Fran says, I'll just get a 60-day with 30-day, then do a visa run, as we'll be home for a couple months back home, do it again. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, friends. Or you could try to get the 180-day tourist visa from your home country, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. That would be a lot simpler, I would think. Trusty Shellback. Nope, didn't see it, but I'm going to delete the comment. Doesn't surprise me though, because I don't want anything to do with him or anybody else associated with him on his channel, for sure. Benny says this time zone works best for us Americans. It's 9:30 p.m. here in NYC, and I'm a happy camper. Good, Benny. I'm glad I made you happy, man. Randall says, Jeremy, good day. Has anyone told you look good in pink? Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we've been talking about the pink shirt for a little while now, and everybody seems to like it. I didn't have it. I didn't plan to wear it like specifically to do a live chat today. I just thought it was time for the pink shirt. I hadn't worn it in a couple of weeks, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Ty says a couple of things for your next Jomtien visit: at the weekend night market off Beach Road, and Rom Pho market at Beer Complex over 2nd Road at the top of Soy 7. Will do, Ty-tastic. Thank you, man. I appreciate all the info on that, because I'm going back to Jomtien this weekend. Me Busy, way to go, Sky Trooper, and all of you donors. He's well worth it, helping immensely all of us. Thank you, Me Busy. Absolutely. We're going to call them contributors, because actually we should call you investors is what we really should call you, because you're investing in the content that I deliver to you. That's really what's happening, and I very, very much appreciate it. James says, what is your starting and ending time for teaching? 7:50 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. How's the weather where you're at now? It's not too bad, Carbon. If you go out in the sun, it's hot, but I'm sitting in the shade right now. It's not too bad, so it's all good. Tony says, excellent. There's Linda. Somebody asked about you earlier, Linda. Hey, good morning. Glad you made it. Trust you get the hacks also, Randall. I believe I just did that for you, bro. Soy Dog says, OA is a visa for long stay over retirement, must be over 50. Yes, sir. Linda says, Jay has nice shirts. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. Wonder is saying hello to Linda. Randall says, Linda, fancy meeting you here. Amazing small world. I know, right? Everybody loves Linda. Me Busy, investors, my bad. That's right, investors. I like that so much better, Me Busy, because it's not that it makes a big deal. It's just a more accurate portrayal of what's actually happening, because you guys are investing in what I can do for you. Fran says, Thais are very much not into diversity, and it's great you're educating them in front of discrimination in terms of color, though you have 80 million people to educate. Well, in my experience, Thai children are a lot more open to diversity than the older Thais. However, the openness to diversity here is not as bad as you think it is. It's actually pretty good, really, to be honest with you. It's pretty cool. There she is. Hey, Don. Hey, Jeremy, I'll do my visa run end of December. I hear you, man. Are you planning on staying? I'm sure you're planning on staying for a while. Probably get your retirement visa, right? But Don, I appreciate you very much and everything you've done for me in this channel. Ty-tastic says, financial advice? From me? Yeah, save as much as you can before you get here. John H says, I'm never going back to the USA. You know what, John? I kind of feel with you. I don't know that I'll ever go back to the USA other than just to visit my friends and family. I don't miss it. I really don't. Richard says Thais are into diversity as long as there's a wallet attached to that person. I understand your thought process on that, Richard. I certainly do. James says, what's your favorite Thai foods? I don't have any. The reason I don't have any is because I don't eat Thai food, really, because it's too spicy. My stomach can't handle it. Me Busy says, oh soy, I'm looking forward to Hua Hin. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing Hua Hin myself. Soy Dog Cowboy, I like going back during summer. That's cool, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Randall, we're not going to respond to him anymore, and if he pops back up, we'll take care of that for sure. Income Life, the 20-year Thai Elite Visa cannot work, no need for marriage, 800,000 Thai baht and a bank requirement, only need to leave Thailand once a year. My passport, not me, reports every 90 days, 1 million baht. You got a good point. The Elite Visa, you can also get a 500,000 baht Elite Visa too. A 500,000 baht Elite Visa just doesn't entitle you to quite as much as the 1 million baht Visa does. There's also an annual rate with that, or is that with the 2 million baht Visa? But anyway, you get 5 years on a Elite Visa. You can do pretty much anything but work, and if you have an Elite Visa, you get treated like an elite, basically is what it amounts to. 15,000 US dollars. So that would be freaking awesome for me, really. Richard says, Jeremy, you and I will get along great. I don't eat Thai food either. Good, man. Good. I was worried about that. Ty says, yes, you're right. There are various options for the Elite Visa. There's 6, as a matter of fact. 6 options for that. Fran says, love that you're doing that. I know of Thais in Bangkok not wanting friends from, say, Isan due to being dark. They're definitely a race thing. Yeah, there is. Every country has their own race thing, man. I mean, you know, people do what they do, and it's just what it is. John H. says, at Income Life, you really have to leave once a year. I was thinking about getting the 5-year visa. I don't remember reading where you have to leave once a year. I just read that you had to do the 90-day reporting, and that it's basically like you can leave anytime you want visa and come back as long as your departure card is in order. Randall's talking to Linda. Alonzo says, what is your diet like? What do you eat every day? Well, I try to eat like chicken and salad. That's pretty much my diet, to be honest with you. I don't eat a lot of I just don't eat a lot of food over here, to be honest with you. I try to keep my diet to a minimum, and I certainly don't eat a lot of anything that has a lot of spices in it. So I'll get like the non-spicy version of Thai food and go from there. Let's see. Hey, Random Asia, how are you, my friend? Hate I'm gonna miss you, man, but very glad to see you on the live stream for sure. Randall says, Linda seen the replay. I need my beauty rest. I hear you. Ty says, some new bills, i.e. new condo bill, provide you with an Elite Visa. Really? I didn't know that. That's very interesting. If you could provide some more information, I'd love to hear it, Ty. That would be great. Fran says, very true, Richard. Whiter you are, the richer supposedly. That's the way it usually runs in Southeast Asia for sure. Hulk, weren't you with Steve Montelli just the other day? Thought I saw you on his video. Yes, not last week, but the week before, Steve was here in Thailand, and we got together and we had a great time. I'm sorry there's so much noise coming from the other side over there, guys, but they're having some kind of crazy party or something. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. Ty says, I'm looking at a new condo at Cozy Beach that gives me an Elite Visa for 1 million baht. That's, what's 1 million baht? $30,000, $35,000? It's actually not too bad if you got $35,000. Richard says, Jeremy, you will have 100,000 subs in 11 months at the rate your channel is growing, I guarantee it. Only if I get that transportation and I can take you all around Thailand, and only if I can get out of Thailand for 30 days at a time to go to like Vietnam, Malaysia, and some other places. Those would be the 2 requirements for that, I think, Richard. But I hope you're right, bro. I really do. James says, when you tried a tuk-tuk in Bangkok, did they try to take you everywhere that you didn't want to go? Yes, absolutely. That's what happens in tuk-tuks. Don't use them. Don't use them. Loving the stream, man. Thanks, Daniel. Tytastic says E24K. Okay, so 24 euros, 24,000 euros. Got you, buddy. Yeah, so that would be about right in terms of US dollars. Alonzo says, at Tytastic, are you saving if you buy a condo include the visa? Good question. He says correct. Trusty, I don't know what you're talking about, man, but we have topic-focused discussions here, and I'd like to keep it that way, if at all possible. Pretty please. I would greatly appreciate it. I know you're not the other Trusty Shellback, because either that or you changed your avatar. So let's stay focused here if we can. Fran says, we are all human beings under the sky, and we are on Earth. Just happens we look different. That is absolutely true, Fran. Couldn't agree more. Richard says, I used to get spray tans before I came to Thailand. Then I realized the whiter was more popular. I hear you, man. Linda says, I'm going to Pattaya, guys, to see Jeremy. Yay, can't wait. I'm excited to see you too, Linda. I'm very excited to meet you. Driver's license situation is going quite well. Just got to take the day off and get it done, which is coming up very, very soon. Randall says, Linda, that's cool. Have a good trip. Carbon Snails laughing. Jim Pell says, 1,000,000 Thai baht equals 30,344 United States dollars. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you doing the conversion on that for me for sure. I definitely needed it. But, you know, if things go well, guys, if I could get, if I could get the transportation and I get the computer and I'm able to live comfortably, I could save $15,000 or $15,000 within, 6 to 8 months to be able to get an elite visa. I feel like I could do it. I really do. Especially with some of the content that's getting ready to be for sale to you guys. So if I can get the elite visa, the transportation, and the computer, then that pretty much guarantees that you guys are going to get to see as much of Thailand as humanly possible. Alonzo says, damn, so 1,000,000 baht for every 5 years for that visa. Wow, yeah, but it comes with a lot of perks. It really comes with a lot of perks. Fran says, we can get trail bikes and go everywhere. Jeremy, Richard, and myself, I'm not doing any more bicycles. I bought a bike when I first got here, and that's it. Guys, I'm 62 minutes into this thing. I didn't expect it to go more than about 20. I really, genuinely, honestly appreciate you guys so much for tuning in and stopping by. Thank you all for your comments so much. For the guys that contributed monetarily in the super chat today, I want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys, all you guys, even if you didn't monetarily contribute. I love all you guys that participated today and that participate in the channel, that participate in watching the videos, the whole 9 yards. You have no idea how happy I am to watch this channel grow and for you guys to be a part of it. But from the bottom of my heart, for you guys that did the monetary contributions, you'll never know how much I actually appreciate it, for sure. Let me make sure I catch these last comments here. Let's see, Jeremy, if it's not if, it's when for you. I like that. I really like that. Tony says, I love the noise. It makes me feel like I'm traveling in time. Thank you for all your hard work, JC. You are appreciated. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that very, very much, sir. See you, Ty. Thanks for the messages, man. James says, well done. Great stream. Keep coming. You know I will. Thank you, James. I appreciate you being a part of it. Daniel says, thanks, man. We love your channel and streams. That makes me feel so good, and I love doing it. Income is Life says, I'm not sure what he says, but there's some kind of visa there for 20 years. Karma Snell says, right on, bro. Safe travels as always. Thank you, sir. Cheers, gang. Me busy. Cheers to you. Monger me sideways. Bye, everybody. Check me out. Yeah, check his videos out. Him and his crazy self. Thanks for stopping by, Monger. I appreciate it, bud. BMW Adventure Bike says, friends. I like it. Randall, thanks for stopping by, man. Wonder, thanks for stopping by. Random Asia. Your house seems pretty reasonable. Do you have aircon? I do, Random Asia. I do have aircon. C says, enjoyed listening. Thanks. You're very welcome. Trusty says, it's me. Nice job on the vids. Linda says, haha, Randall. So Trusty, you just changed your avatar? Okay, gotcha. Have a good one, Randall. DJ says night. And what else we got here? Fran says trail bike is an adventure. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Silver, cheers. Have a good one, man. I appreciate you very much. Thanks for everything you do and have done. I don't know how to say your name. Joantix, position 44. I'm Oliver, and he can't sleep. But hello to you, sir, and thank you for dropping by. That's it, guys. Everybody take care, and I will see you on the next one.